What's up, my people's degree out? Little brief commentary real quick. I'm not going to be on here too long. New music coming out real soon. Degree Out Build is out now. Degree Out Underground Railroad Part 2 is out. Or just Google me, Degree Out, D-A space G-R-I-O-H-T. And all the music will come out on all of the digital platforms. Upcoming, the APO album coming out soon with my brothers, Charlie Biscuit, Cino J.E., and my boy Third Verse. So, real quick, the Black Church, okay? The Black Church and the 501c3. The 501c3 gave black people, the Black Church, I'm talking about my people right now, the Black Church, tax exemption status, okay, by George Bush. Now, the result of that, or should I say the agreement with that, was that if they were to receive tax exemption status, that they were not to speak about economics, they were not to promote a political agenda, that black preachers were not to promote anything political. It was supposed to be solely religious, and that's it. So, in turn, that's kind of what they did to Nat Turner, in a way, because when Nat Turner was preaching about being their preacher, when they were telling him which scriptures he can speak about and he could preach, which pretty much said in a nutshell that black people were supposed to be slaves and that we deserved to be slaves and that we were just supposed to be good slaves under God and our paradise came after we died. And so, but when Nat Turner started speaking the other parts of the scripture that said, look, God doesn't like that. You are to resist evil. You are not to be happy being a slave, and you are to strive above that in his name. Once he started doing that, he was public enemy number one in their eyes. So that's the same thing that the 501c3 did. It stifled the message of the black church because white supremacy looks years ahead in the future. And white supremacy realizes that if we allow the black church to be a political platform for them, an economic platform for them, along with religion, that it would be an unstoppable force for our empowerment. And white supremacy is 100% against black empowerment. So what happened? The black church sold out and gave in to the 501c3. That's why to this day you see black preachers telling their members to donate and not giving nothing back. There's no promotion of black businesses. These black churches should be getting together with all the money that the black church generates and that the black church gets per year, billions. That should serve as an economic base for our people, and it doesn't. Most of these preachers do is get up and preach intangibles, which is fine if the intangibles connects with me getting tangibles, and it doesn't. I see a couple of them pulling this. I see Marcus Gill and Creflo Dollars and others who pretty much sound like pimps. You're telling me, and they repeat themselves. You're telling me over and over and over that I got a blessing coming and that there's a shift coming in my life, right, Marcus Gill? There's a shift coming. That's fine. But then I'm looking deeper and you're telling me to donate $59 to plant a seed, an economic seed for you. Where does the money come back to the people? We're in the middle of a race war and black people are being attacked on all sides, especially economically. That's where it all starts. And the black church refuses, well, because they've sold out to the 501c3, to preach a message to the people that says, look, we must stand up against white supremacy, we must stand up for justice, and we must promote black businesses and hire our own. We must build communities under God. And this is no attack on the black church. I was a church boy at one point coming up. But you see the white Jesus. There was a white Jesus in the church I went to. Which is backwards. The black church is serving the opposite of what it needs to serve for black people. And white supremacy knows that. You don't think that they're watching these black churches? Keeping tabs? And black folks is falling right in line for that money. It's not right. It should be, as many black churches that there are around America, our economic status should be a lot better. I'm serious, a lot better. There should be collusion to help build our people up with the black church. They should be hooking up, building businesses. I'm paying tithes. Yes, the other tithe should go to paying the bills for the church. But I saw building fund after building fund after building fund not result to anything. They're telling you to donate. It got to a point, and see what happens is, first they start telling you to donate. Then they start telling you a specific amount to donate. You notice that? You notice that? Then it's, hey, can you put down $20? $59, $60? See, there's something wrong with that because there's nothing coming back to the people. So, in closing, if the black church doesn't start serving, or if any group, any of our brothers and sisters don't form a coalition to fight against white supremacy economically and start building and aggregating our own economics within our own people, setting up businesses and hiring our own like every other group does, if we don't do that, giving us being at the bottom almost at every category when it comes to poverty, we're going to be eliminated as a group in this country, and we're going to be put in a permanent underclass state. Do y'all want that?